Are you looking for the best beach tents and canopies? In this video we will look at some of the best beach tents and canopies on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Coleman Beach Shade Canopy Tent. Our top pick for the best beach tent is the Coleman Beach Shade Canopy Tent. We appreciated that it was easy to carry and lightweight at just 4.1 pounds. Despite being lightweight, it withstood windy conditions and offered plentiful protection from the sun. During testing, we found that despite how compact the beach tent canopy was, it had a roomy interior. There was plenty of room for 2 adults and a beach bag, and we also appreciated that the floor of the tent extended slightly beyond the structure, making it feel more spacious. We secured the tent with 7 stakes and 3 sandbags, which helped it endure winds up to 25 miles per hour. Because the tent was open on one side, we liked that we were still able to feel the breeze when we were sitting inside the tent. We also liked that the included sandbags were just as colorful as the tent, adding to the vibrant style. Plus, there were storage pockets that we used to hold items like phones, sunscreen, or bug spray. However, we found the tent was difficult to assemble with only one person, but it was much easier with the help of another person. The first time we assembled the tent, it took 25 minutes. However, once we were accustomed to the process, it took only 15 minutes. Plus, taking down the tent only required 5 minutes, and it fit back into the included bag with ease. Product details: capacity, 2 people, weight, 4.1 pounds, material, nylon, fiberglass, dimensions, 6.97 by 4.84 by 17.52 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 2. Neso 1 Beach Tent. We love this beach canopy for frequent beachgoers and travelers headed to a beach vacation who don't want to pack a bulky beach tent. This lightweight canopy weighs just 4 pounds and folds up small enough to fit in a beach bag. When using this canopy, we noticed that it looked sleek, and the fabric felt durable. We liked how it looked more elegant than a traditional dome-shaped beach tent. There are 2 aluminum poles that hold up the front of the canopy and 4 cords that are secured in place with anchor bags filled with sand or rocks. We also appreciated that it comes in 8 colors, so whether you're looking for bright or neutral colors, there is an option for you. When setting up this set, we found that it was important to set it up facing the wind. We recommend laying out the fabric and filling the anchor bags with sand and then lifting the front with the aluminum support poles for the easiest assembly. If you have an extra set of hands, it will help make the process go faster. However, this beach canopy was relatively simple to set up and provided much more ground for people to enjoy the shade. One thing to consider is how much beach space this canopy requires. The shade measures 7 by 7 feet, but to keep the canopy taut, the anchor bags have to be set several feet behind and to the side of the canopy. Depending on how busy the beach is, it can be difficult to claim that much space at a popular beach destination. Product details: capacity, 2 to 4 people, weight, 4 pounds, material, aluminum, nylon/lycra material, dimensions, 66 by 84 by 84 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 3. WhiteFang 3-Person Beach Tent. If you're looking for a budget-friendly beach tent, this is the best option for you. This 3-person tent is made of lightweight materials and weighs just 4 pounds, which made it easy to haul to the beach and secure in place. We used the stakes provided and didn't add the optional guy wires, and the tent felt secure once we had it in place. We timed how long it took for us to assemble the tent, and noted it took us about 18 minutes due to the wind. Assembly is similar to a camping tent, and we had to push the rods through loops in the polyester material. This was hard to do in the wind and we needed 2 sets of hands to get the job done, but once it was in place it worked really well. On a less windy day, we feel like the process would have been more straightforward. One feature we really like is the tent floor, so we didn't have to sit in the sand. The extended floor also folds up and can be closed with a 2-way zipper, so we could create some privacy if we wanted to change clothes. There are also 3 large mesh windows that can be unzipped to enjoy the breeze. Inside the tent, there are 2 storage pockets and a hook to hang a portable light, battery-operated fan, or Bluetooth speaker. Teardown was smoother than assembly, and we recommend folding the tent around the rods so that it all slips back into the carrying case easily. Product details, capacity, 3 people weight, 4 pounds, material, polyester, fiberglass, alloy steel, dimensions, 83 by 55 by 46 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 4. Sport-Brella Premier Outdoor Umbrella. This beach tent is similar to a beach umbrella, with a long center pole, but it also has sides that secure to the ground with stakes to create more shade. In addition to having an oversized auger bit, which looks like a giant screw to secure the base of this canopy into the sand, there are also 4 stakes and tie-downs to prevent the side flaps from blowing in the wind. It wasn't very windy on the day we tested this umbrella, but with several spots to secure this beach canopy to the ground, it felt very secure. Setup was easy with the built-in handles on the auger bit. The center pole is made of steel, and it has a built-in tilting mechanism to adjust the canopy with the changing position of the sun. There are zippered windows to offer airflow and to further reduce the risk of the canopy blowing away. At 8 feet wide, we think this canopy would be comfortable for 2 adults or a small family, but the manufacturer does not specifically list the capacity. Be sure to bring beach towels or beach chairs to set under the canopy since it doesn't have a floor or bottom. There are internal storage pockets to keep phones or snacks out of the sand. The canopy folds down to 53 inches x 3.5 inches and it comes with a carrying bag to make it easier to transport it from a vehicle or home to the beach. It is available in 6 color options, including aqua, blue, gray camo, red, white, and blue. Product details, capacity, not listed, weight, 8.41 pounds, material, steel, polypropylene, dimensions, 96 by 96 by 53 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 5. Shibumi Shade. If you are willing to spend a little extra, you'll appreciate the Shibumi Shade beach canopy. This option is ideal for beaches with wind since it requires a breeze for the fabric to flow behind the poles and create shade. We found it sufficient to cover 2 adults and all of our equipment, which included beach chairs, towels, tote bags, coolers, and more. We were able to spread everything out without feeling cramped. We were able to carry the canopy comfortably, thanks to the included carrying bag. We simply threw it over our shoulder and walked to our spot on the beach. The setup was simple, taking only a few minutes for us to get everything in place. The assembly process was intuitive, although the provided instructions were clear to follow. Taking down the canopy was also straightforward, taking only a few minutes at first and even less time in later attempts. The canopy remained in place thanks to the 2 poles planted into the sand. We filled the carrying bag with sand so it could function as a weight to secure the tent. The tent's fabric also didn't slide around, thanks to the built-in Velcro straps. We were concerned about the canopy's usability since it requires wind to function, but the beach we tested it on provided sufficient wind. However, this is important to keep in mind when considering this option for your own beach excursions, although it does still function even in wind conditions as little as 3 miles per hour. Product details, capacity, up to 6 people weight, 4 pounds, material, plastic, aluminum, dimensions, 4.6 x 4.5 by 27.74 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 6. Oileus XL Beach Tent. The extendable floor doesn't have any loops to stake it down, so a beach chair or bag may be needed to weigh it down and make sure it doesn't blow in the wind. Our top pick for the best beach tent for families is the Oileus XL Beach Tent because it's big enough to fit 4 people, and it only weighs 4 pounds. This is a great option for families who are already weighted down with gear when they head to the beach. During testing, we found that this tent was easy to set up and assemble. To set up the tent, click the front 2 legs into position and pull the strings from the top of the tent until it pops into place. There are small stakes that you can use to anchor the tent, but if you're at a beach with really fine sand it may not hold as well. We loved the extendable floor that enlarged the sitting space of the beach tent. During our testing, 2 people were able to comfortably lay down to enjoy the shade of the tent. We also appreciated that the floor could fold up and Velcro to the top of the tent to create privacy for a change of clothes before heading back home. One drawback is that there were no loops to tack down the extendable floor, so it may need to be weighed down with a rock or beach bag. However, when we tested this canopy, we found that the canopy didn't move, even when a breeze was blowing. Inside the tent, there are windows that can be opened for ventilation and little storage pockets to keep sunscreen or water bottles off the floor. Overall, we loved its size, ease of assembly, and convenient features. Product details: capacity, 4 people, weight, 4 pounds, material, fiberglass, alloy steel, polyester, dimensions, 92 by 45 by 45 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 7. Qipi Beach Cabana. For those looking for a cabana option, this is the best cabana beach tent we tested. It took us about 15 minutes to get this canopy set up. It went quickly, but it took a few extra minutes to fill the anchor bags with sand. The sides can also be staked down for an even more secure hold. Once it is set up, this 6 by 6 foot beach tent creates a large shade area for a group to enjoy. We like that there is space to set down beach chairs or a large picnic blanket in the shade. The center pole also felt very sturdy, and the canopy was easy to disassemble and fit back in the carrying bag. There is an extra shade panel that clicks into place on any side of the cabana to block the sun. When we tested the side panel, a big gust of wind knocked the canopy on its side, so we don't recommend adding the extra panel on windy days because it catches the wind like a sail. The material is made of polyester, and it felt durable and high quality. There are 7 pattern options, including blue and white strips, seashells, and pineapples. The only drawback to packing up this beach tent was that we had to take time to dump out all the sand that was used to hold down the sides. It wasn't hard, but it was a little time consuming to get all of the sand out. Be sure to pack a small sand shovel to make the task a little easier. Product details: capacity, not listed, weight, 10.4 pounds, material, plastic, metal, fiberglass, iron, polyester, dimensions, 72 by 72 by 90 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 8. Sun Ninja Pop-Up Beach Tent. This beach tent has 2 features that really stood out to us during testing. First, we liked the sizes available. The 4-person canopy we tested measures 7 by 7.5 feet, providing plenty of shade for a family to hang out together at the beach. There is also an 8-person tent available that measures 10 by 10 feet if you want even more space in the shade. The tents also come with a microfiber beach blanket to set on the sand. It comes in 4 color options, weighs just 7 pounds, and fits inside an easy-to-carry storage bag. We also appreciated how easy it was to set up. Once we picked our spot, we laid it out on the ground. We filled the corner bags with sand. We could have also used the corkscrew-shaped stakes to secure it if we were in the grass. Then, we propped up each corner with the poles and secured the fabric with an elastic cord. We liked that a scoop was included to fill the anchor bags with sand. The material was stretchy, and there were no worries about it tearing. We found it simple to set up, but it was nice to have an extra set of hands. One drawback was that this beach tent didn't work very well for us in the wind. The manufacturer recommends setting up the tent facing the wind, but we had a hard time getting it set up when it was windy. This beach canopy is great for a calm day at the beach or for creating extra shade at a grassy picnic area, but it might not be a great fit for a consistently windy beach area. Product details: capacity, 4 people, weight, 7 pounds, material, spandex, aluminum, dimensions, 84 by 90 by 66 inches, UPF rating, 50+. At number 9. Sport-Brella Canopy Shelter Umbrella. The Sport-Brella Super-Brella Canopy exceeded our expectations, making it our pick for the best umbrella canopy. It was compact and lightweight, making it easy for us to carry. The entire setup process was a smooth experience for us. It only took us 3 minutes to set it up. The process was intuitive, and we didn't need to rely on the instructions. We simply opened it up like an umbrella and secured it to the ground with the stakes. Taking it down was just as simple, and the stakes and the rope packed easily into the included case. We actually took the umbrella to a baseball game, too, and it gave us a sufficient amount of privacy and protection from the elements. In fact, the day we used the umbrella, there were strong winds, but this was no match for this canopy. Not once did the umbrella's stakes come loose, even when gusts of wind hit directly into it. The only downside to this canopy is that it weighs more than most other tents and canopies on our list at almost 16 pounds. Product details: capacity, not listed, weight, 15.53 pounds, material, polyester, dimensions, 3.15 by 3.15 by 56.30 inches, UPF rating, 50+.